much more paper? Poem of the day 10/22/22. One poem once number 10. How much more paper? They killed too many of our sisters. Too many of us to count. Adding to the list of names to shout into the sky every fucking day. So many even we've lost count. And more and more and more coming every fucking day. They killed too many of our sisters. Too many of us to count, adding to the list of names to shout into the sky and put us in jars with the wrong names. Names that we haven't used in years. They've etched into stone so many, even we've lost count. And more and more and more coming. So many, even we've lost count. And more coming. A stack of our lifeless bodies to reach into the sky, past the sky, all the way to the false god, all the way up to billionares' towers in whose names we've been killed. Young children gone, sisters, little sisters gone, gone. How long will we just continue waving our blue, pink flag at the sky in the shade of their piles of our bodies, our families' bodies? How fucking long will we just shout in the streets? How long will we hold our tongues, our bodies back behind the lines they create to keep us passive? So they can keep killing us, killing our little sisters who don't even reach their 30s or get to their 20s. How fucking long will we continue our list and just shout to the heavens where their false god isn't? Where it's just a blank fucking void. How long? They've killed too many of our sisters. Too many of us to count, adding to the list of names to shout into the sky every fucking day. So many even we've lost count, and more and more and more coming, and more and more and more coming. How long will we have to save up money for coffins and not eat for days so we can see our children off right? There is no right fucking way. There is no peace and no justice and no mending the holes they've created with the emptiness left by those we love. There is just loss and a 1,000-mile list of names in .12 single-spaced font and miles and miles and miles and miles of paper filled with names to come of us buried beneath the earth, but never fucking forgotten. And those of us left to write them down till we join them a few miles away on the same list as we weep and shake with tremors made out of a soul that is constantly fractured and chipped away at. With each name we have to fucking add, and each empty seat at the table, an empty bed, and night, and days spent alone, staring at the fucking walls, and wondering how long, and exactly how many more names we have the strength to add before we add our own and find a shed somewhere to find some fucking peace for a little while and join them in the fucking dirt, while the rest of you ignore a list of names that stretches from sea to polluted, dead fish scattered sea, and talk about shit like inflation and how you can save a couple $100 on your taxes in the next few years. and we have vigil after vigil after vigil after vigil after vigil, and name after name after name after name after name after name, and a pile of those we love that stretches to the blank void that is somehow more hospitable to us than here, with our list of names and graveyards that could cover states and empty beds and weeping and shaking on the fucking floor because the last name we just added was the most important person to us in existence, and something we cannot fucking get past. And now, today, more names have to be added, and more tears demand to be shed, and more empty seats and empty beds and empty tables and no fucking rest. How much longer can we bear this living oblivion? And exactly how much more paper are we gonna need in these days coming?